I once studied closely with one of the great pioneers in American theater, a deeply curious and creative guy named Pierre Lefay. This was at Juilliard. And mask class was one of the most fascinating classes I ever took, and one that greatly influenced my work with inmates and addicts and attorneys. And it's funny how it all came in that order. I've had the joy of sharing the masks in trials, skills workshops, and seminars with attorneys across the country. And everybody says, okay, well, it looks cool, but what's the point of it? And the primary intent of the mask is to be able to find who the real character of your client is, their core emotional truth. It's thrilling to watch this transformation that occurs when an attorney is masked. And the goal for the mask is simple: to be able to help you reveal exactly who your clients and your villains need to be for your jurors. Well, when it comes to your client, never the victim, always the victor. That's your goal. Although perhaps daunting at first, when you slip the character mask over your face, you're able to almost instantly and in many cases often joyfully free up your inhibitions. That's your creative instincts, your impulses, your imagination as a powerful communicator and storyteller. The work demands that you fill in the life of the mask, both non-verbally, verbally, and emotionally, and psychologically, in order to embody the core truth of the character you see before you, beneath the rough crud of their exterior faces. All the masks I share with have rough exteriors. Some are even terrifying looking at first glance when you see these masks that you wear. And that's the point. See, there is a mask exercise I call Make Me Care, and the goal is to find something, anything, that's likable, redeemable about this warped-looking character. In essence, to discover the character's hidden victor story, which of course is not an easy thing to do when you're wearing this mask that is the utter portrait of pure and pure pain and or villainy. No one has ever said, how lovable these masks look, Jesse. They're really sweet. No, that's not the point. This is the difference between identifying the surface versus the beneath the surface story of your client, which you read in many of the chapters in my book, Witness Preparation, How to Tell the Winning Story, and also you experience it in the workshops. And you want to ask is, the question you want to ask is, who is this person? Who is this character you see before you? So I ask this question as the lawyers stand wearing these grimacing masks of pain, not their own, the character masks. And I ask, well, if we were to care about this person, what would we need to see? What would have to happen in this scene, this moment? The magic of the change unfolds, and it's always my favorite part to watch this. It's what I love to see in the courtroom. Someone with a twisted up, mournful face will pretend to rock their baby gently to sleep. I'm picturing the mask workshops, and they're singing now in this lilting, lullaby-like voice, the way only a loving mother can sing to her baby. It's pure magic, change. You witness this mangled up monster of bottled up rage who allows himself to sweetly and slowly bend over and smell this imaginary flower in this garden. Change. I'm picturing a pathetic, self-pitying creature summoning the strength to lift weights for the very first time in years from his broken body, and allowing himself to feel victorious in the effort. Change. When you're holding this misshapen, scary, often very off-putting looking mask in your hands, it's easy to want to judge that character by its appearance. And the mask challenges you to look at an even greater level so that you can look deeper behind your client's mask. That's the work. And there's always a greater story at play. There's always another mask to be found beneath the mask. And you need to always be prepared to look deeper to find the right story. When you look deeper into your client's hidden story, it's inevitable that you take you along the journey as well. Letting go of judgment for this character, this person, your client needs to, who they need to be, allows you to let go of judgment for who you need to be for both your client and your jurors. And removing your client's mask requires imagination, collaboration, trust, and courage. Above all else, to be able to look deeper into the light of who they really are. But it also requires you to know what you're even looking for in the first place. Your job Your primary job is to help remove your client's mask before depositions are ever even taken. And that begins with discovering how they need to be seen in the story you are telling together. And so the endless checklists and the proper setting suggestions, the hand-holding moments, and the other time-worn tools of the trade for preparing your witness for deposition, pre-trial, and trial won't mean jack patootie if they don't know who they are supposed to be for us. This is the greatest trial storytelling and directing skill that you need to learn. Getting your client and witness on board in the right role and the right casting for the right story. I quote one of my favorites, motivational teacher, Wayne Dyer. He says, change the way you look at things and the things you look at will change. And I had the opportunity of sharing the mask work while teaching at Trial Lawyers College. I've shared this many times. Communications expert, legend Josh Carton, who also got to be a participant in the workshop, this is years ago, he brilliantly observed, he said, the mask doesn't conceal, it reveals. The mask doesn't conceal, it reveals. And that's so absolutely true. So what are you revealing? What are you showing us? Your choice should always be to reveal your client's strength, not their pain. And sometimes that means allowing your clients to wear their mask of pain. Maybe you can never get your client to remove their mask of anger. Maybe they need that mask to survive. Maybe you shouldn't try to remove that mask of anger for them, as long as the jurors can see what is behind that mask. Sadness that they're trying to hide, maybe, that they would prefer the rest of the world not see, or fear. In either case, there's always another mask that's hidden beneath their mask. Trust that it's there. And more importantly, trust your jurors that we will see what is beneath their mask and show it. Check out my book, Witness Preparation, How to Tell the Winning Story at Trial Guides, and jump into a Tell the Winning Story workshop online or in person at tellthewinningstory.com. And I look forward to helping you tell the right story to win your next case.